Hi everyone! So today we're going to make a Vietnamese banh mi steam bun. Yep, that's a mouthful, but it's super delicious. It's easy to do. We're going to take the flavor profile of a Vietnamese sandwich and use a steam bun for our bread instead of for traditional French baguette. So we're going to go ahead and peel our veggies, starting with my carrot. I'm going to peel my carrot, and then I'm going to move on to peeling my cucumber. And when I'm peeling my cucumber, I actually like to leave a little bit of the skin or the rind of the cucumber on, so I don't peel it all that well, but you know, feel free to peel away if you want. It's up to you. It's your sandwich. So we're going to cut the cucumber, and I'm just going to cut the ends off because we don't need those, and then I'm just going to slice it diagonal in half, and I'm going to just make some nice cucumber slices. And then I'm going to stack my cucumbers on top of each other, and we're going to make these nice thin strips of julienne vegetables. So we're basically going to create thin strips, which is what julienne means. So here I've stacked my cucumbers on top of each other, and I'm just going to slice them nice and fine. And this will help to be able to set on our sandwiches since they're kind of tiny. And then I'm going to also slice a carrot, and I'm going to do the same process to the carrot, slicing it diagonal and then slicing it in half. And then I'm going to make some nice thin julienne strips of my carrot. I'm just going to slice it quickly. Watch your fingers, we don't want to cut ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and now prepare my radishes. And I love these vibrant purple radishes. They're beautiful and they'll be great in the sandwich. And so I'm just going to go ahead and make some nice thin slices of the radish. And you want to make them as thin as possible, and then I'm going to add them to our bowl of veggies. And we're going to also add in some fresh mint. I like a little fresh mint in my banh mi, so I'm gonna add it into the pickled vegetables. And we're going to do a quick pickle here. This is equal parts vinegar, equal parts sugar. I'll leave the recipe link down below, so I'll give you all of the ingredients. And so this quick pickle usually only takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and it's a great way to pickle vegetables fairly quickly, especially if you want to do the sandwich right away. And so I'm going to just use some of this 5 spice that I'm going to marinate my chicken with. I'm going to pour some olive oil on my chicken, and then I'm going to take some of the 5 spice and sprinkle it onto the chicken as well. And I want to make sure that I'm kind of generous with it because we want to make sure that the flavors are nice in it. So I'm just going to rub that chicken, rub the chicken, alright, hey. And if you're creeped out by rubbing raw chicken, use some gloves. So taking a hot skillet, I'm just going to place my chicken onto my hot skillet, and you want to make sure it's really hot because you want to get a nice color and caramelization onto your chicken. She look good. And so I'm just going to go ahead and flip my chicken over. We want to make sure that we get this nice and done. We don't want any raw meat. We're not trying to make anybody sick. And I actually turned my grill over and wanted to get some nice, beautiful grill marks on my chicken. So once you've got this gorgeous brown, beautiful color. Moving on to our steam bun. We are going to use this Bahn mixture that I picked up at my Vietnamese grocery store. And I'm just going to follow the directions on the back. So we're going to use 1 cup of milk. It's going to go into our bowl. And then we're going to use a ½ a cup of white sugar. And we're going to add some vegetable oil to that, 1 tablespoon. And the directions are on the back of your package, so feel free to follow those directions. And then we're just going to blend that all well together, make sure the oil and milk and sugar are nicely incorporated, and then we're just going to start adding in the packaged flour mixture to that liquid and just blend it good. Blend it good. And so once everything is blended, we're going to add in a little bit more of the flour because we want it to be dough. So I've had my dough covered for about 5 minutes just to let it rest, and I'm going to take the remaining flour in that bowl and I'm just going to go ahead and knead it for about 10 minutes. And you want to make sure you knead your dough so that it turns into a beautiful, nice and smooth texture. And I'm going to also let it rest and cover it again with some plastic. Take the plastic off, and now I'm just going to cut my dough into 8 pieces, kind of like how you would cut scones. So they're going to look like scones, but we ain't making scones. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them into 8 nice triangles, and then I'm going to cut each triangle again to make an even smaller triangle, and I'm going to take one of the triangles and roll them in my hand and create this nice sized ball. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue to roll the triangles in my hand and create these balls, and they're about the size of a tennis ball. And I want to work quickly with my steam bun dough because I don't want it to dry out. So make sure you keep the dough covered when you're not working with it. And so I'm going to go ahead and flatten out my steam bun ball into a oval shape. And you want to make sure you can get it into an oval shape as best you can. And then once you've achieved that shape, I'm going to go ahead and take some vegetable oil and brush the inside of the dough because I want to make sure that the sides do not stick together when they're steaming. And that's how it should look. And now we're just going to take them and we're going to place them in our steamer. I have this kind of like janky plate thing because I lost my steamer. So do whatever you can, but basically you want to steam your buns. And so I've created this steamer using my wok. And once it's been steaming for 20 minutes, voila, they are done. And they're steam buns. So I have upgraded, of course, my steam buns by using some duck mousse. And I'm just slicing my chicken here, and we're getting ready to put these steam banh mi's together. Hey, so I'm using some black soy sauce. Love this stuff. It's made with molasses. And I'm adding in my chicken. And I'm just going to layer that chicken into that steam bun, and I want to make sure I get a couple of good chunks in there. Then I'm going to add in some fresh mint, and that's traditional banh mi, right? And then we're going to add in some fresh Thai basil, and then I'm going to add in some cilantro, and you can use whatever vegetables you want. These are the ones that I like. And then I'm going to add in the pickled vegetables. So there's that pickled radish and pickled carrot and cucumber, and we have the mint in there. And see, that didn't take long to pickle those because we did the quick pickling with the sugar and the vinegar. And then I fried up some jalapenos that I'm also setting on top of my steam banh mi. And then I'm topping it off with some more of that black soy sauce. So delicious. It's sweet and tangy and salty, and it's amazing with this chicken and the cilantro. And here we are. There's our little steam buns done. These are great to make for a party. You can make them for, you know, if you're having like a bunch of people over, and you can make different ones and not put vegetables in some, or just do some that are vegetarian. And they're pretty delicious, guys. So I hope you'll try and make these. I'll leave the recipe down below, and get in the kitchen. See you next week. Bye.